As we welcome the new year 2021 and bid adieu to the year gone by, we look back at what a year 2020 had been, as it turned out to be one of the most tumultuous years in recent human history. The world was rocked by the coronavirus pandemic throughout the year. At this time in history, we can only hope that it will be a better new year 2021. We here at Kantipur Television would like to wish all our viewers a healthy, prosperous, and a very happy new year 2021. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Provinces bearing the brunt of political chaos at the center. The Dahal Nepal faction removes Chief Minister of Province 1 Sherdhan Rai from the post of the parliamentary party leader. The Nepalese aviation sector loses 17.62 billion rupees in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. The national flag carrier alone incurs a loss of 5 billion rupees since March. Corruption watchdog CIAA files a graft case against 4 officials and operator of Papu Constructions in the infamous Teku Bridge fiasco. And countries around the world welcome the new year 2021 with fireworks amid restrictions being placed on the festivities as they struggle to curb new spikes in coronavirus cases. The first meeting of the National Assembly since the dissolution of the House of Representatives has been scheduled for today. The dissolution of the lower house was endorsed by the President on 20th of December upon the recommendation of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. Based on Nepal's constitution, the National Assembly sessions can take place despite the dissolution of the House of Representatives. According to the Secretariat of the National Assembly, 6 bills are pending while 10 are under consideration at concerned committees of the upper house. However, the fate of the 6 bills depends on the decision by the House of Representatives. Today's meeting of the National Assembly is expected to discuss on general issues and reports submitted by its committees. Likewise, several members are scheduled to address the session. The National Assembly has the authority to form, amend, and expand laws. However, the entity needs approval from the House of Representatives for its endorsement. The Pushpakamal Dahal Madhav Kumar Nepal faction of the Nepal Communist Party has removed Chief Minister of Province 1 Sherdhan Rai from the post of the parliamentary party leader. The faction, which had already registered a no-confidence motion against Chief Minister Rai with the signatures of 39 lawmakers, has appointed Bhim Acharya as the new parliamentary party leader of the Nepal Communist Party. The intra-party wrangling at the center is now having to bear on other provinces as well.
प्रधानमन्त्री केपी शर्मा ओली खेमा
Chief Minister Rai, who is from the KP Sharma Oli faction, sought for a 24-hour clarification on Monday from 19 lawmakers who had signed the no-confidence motion. However, the Dahal Nepal faction picked Bhim Acharya as the new parliamentary party leader of the Nepal Communist Party in place of Chief Minister Rai and informed the Provincial Assembly Secretariat. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Rai is trying to win the confidence of the disgruntled lawmakers as a few lawmakers have started siding with him. Meanwhile, both the factions of the Nepal Communist Party have continued to take action against each other in the provinces, staking their claim to be the official party. Both the groups are also engaged in nationwide gatherings, meetings, and training campaigns. Nepal's aviation sector has lost 17.62 billion rupees in the face of the COVID-19 global pandemic. We have more in this report.
As per the figures released by the Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal, the national flag carrier alone incurred a loss of 5 billion rupees since March. Likewise, domestic airline companies incurred a loss of 10.62 billion rupees. The Aviation Authority informed that another Nepalese company operating international flights, Himalayan Airlines, has suffered a loss of 2 billion rupees. Presently, 19 Nepalese airline companies are operating in domestic circuit while 2 are serving in international route. The aviation sector has been facing massive loss due to the closure of flight services from March till July and a void seen in normal flights then after. Meanwhile, the authority itself also could not meet its revenue target with an 80% plunge in collection equivalent to 5.69 billion rupees in the same time period. In 2019, over 4.13 million passengers travelled via international terminal at Tribhuvan International Airport, while the number dropped by 72% in 2020. Likewise, 3.18 million passengers travelled through domestic terminal, which has declined by 65% this year to 1.03 million passengers.
The Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, CIAA, has filed a graft case at the Special Court against 4 officials and a contractor company in the case of the Teku Bridge fiasco. The graft case was filed against the then acting chief of the project, Bel Bahadur Nepali, account officers Narayan Bahadur Thapa, Shyam Bahadur Khatri, Giri Prasad Shrestha, and operator of Pappu Constructions, Sumit Roniar. Each of the 5 individuals have been slapped a fine of 10.47 million rupees. Pappu Constructions and a Chinese company, JIC, were given a contract for the construction of the Teku Bridge in 2014 to be completed within 2 years. However, the Department of Roads in July 2018 was forced to issue a public notice for the demolition of the bridge after it was revealed that the contractors had flouted the construction clauses. The case was then investigated by the corruption watchdog, CIAA. And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. And here's the question. What's your take on Public Service Commission's recommendation to form a mechanism to coordinate between 3 tiers of the government? Your options are A, hoping for betterment, B, ploy to increase expenses, and C, improve the functioning first. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the sports news. Sudur Paschim Province defeated Bagmati Province by 28 runs to qualify for the semi-finals of the Prime Minister Cup National Women Tournament. In the weather-affected match, Sudur Paschim scored 76 runs in 11 overs for the loss of 4 wickets. The match was reduced to 11 overs due to foggy condition at Dang's Deokhuri cricket ground. Daldi Bhatta top scored for Sudur Paschim with 28 runs, while Kabita Kunwar contributed 19 runs. Chasing a victory target of 77 runs, Bagmati were restricted to 48 runs for the loss of 9 wickets, despite Suman Khatiwada contributing 27 runs. Kavita Joshi was the destroyer-in-chief, claiming a hat-trick and a 5-wicket haul. Meanwhile, the semi-final lineup has been completed as Sudur Paschim and Province 1 have qualified from Group B, while Armed Police Force and Lumini Province have qualified for the semi-finals from Group A. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the players of the ongoing Prime Minister Cup Women's National Cricket Tournament in Lamahi Dang regarding their opinion on the resumption of sports activities that had remained halted for a long time amid the pandemic. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
कोभिडको कारणले लगभग 1 वर्ष चाहिँ हाम्रो गेम ग्याप भयो थियो अब सुरुवात हुँदैछ हाम्रो लागि खेलाडीहरुको लागि एकदमै खुसीको कुरा हो र यो रमाइलो पनि लागिरहेछ र हामीलाई पोजिटिभ भाइब्स आइरहेछ
यसरी गेम सुरुवात भएको चाहिँ लाइक अब नर्मल टाइपको अलिकति हुन्छ नि सुरुवात भएको त्यसको लागि चाहिँ खुसी लागेछ
नर्मल म्याचेसहरु हुँदाखेरि पनि खुसी लाग्थ्यो नि त अब यत्रो गेम हुँदाखेरि राम्रो लागिरहेछ घरमै एक्सरसाइजहरु गरेर चाहिँ बसिरहेको थियो हैन अनि पछि हल्का हल्का अब अलिकति राम्रो हुँदै गएपछि चाहिँ हामी ग्राउन्ड गएको थियौ
कोरोनाले गर्दाखेरि 1 वर्षै अब गेम भएन ब्याक त्यतिकै बस्नु पर्यो त्यसको र अहिले गेम भर्दाखेरि धेरै खुसी लागिरहेको
लकडाउनमा पनि त्यही घरमा बसिन्थ्यो हल्का फिटनेस हुन्थ्यो घरकै काम हुन्थ्यो त्यसपछि हल्का क्याम्पमा बोलायो खुसी लागिरहेको
कोभिडको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब यस्तो गेमहरु हुन्छ भन्ने खालको हामीलाई आशा पनि थिएन सकेसम्म आफूले अब हेल्थ प्रोटोकलहरु अपनाएर हैन अलिकति अवेयर गराएर चाहिँ हामीले टिमलाई चाहिँ जो सेफ्टी नै राखेको छौं
That's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching and Happy New Year 2021 once again.